guys, it's your girl Taylor Petty Gang, okay? And I'm back with another video today for you. If you saw my last video from earlier today, you will know we created this makeup look together, and this is how it turned out. By no means am I a makeup artist, okay? But if I do say so myself, whatever I do, I come out looking decent, okay? So today I'm bringing you my advice with 10 things not to do when you like a guy or when you're in a relationship with a guy. A lot of girls are doing it wrong, and I'm here today to tell you what you may be doing wrong that is hindering yourself when it comes to relationships. Don't forget to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe, you guys. It would help me a lot. I would really, really appreciate it. And then go into the comment section and let me know how you guys think I'm doing, what else you would like to see on this channel, or what else you would like to see more of. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell as well if you'd like to see it when I post more videos, okay? All right, without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so ladies, gentlemen, of course, every male, every person in this world is different. Everyone has their own preferences, so this does not go for every single person, but throughout my life, I've definitely seen some common themes when it comes to guys. Most men and boys can agree on what they don't like and what makes them not want to be with the person. So number 10 is going to be when you are trying to get a guy to like you, don't bring your friends around constantly. That, not just to guys, but that to girls. If you're in their position, you know that to girls is also very, very annoying. When you're trying to get to know a person and see if you like them for who they are, it's very hard to do that when you don't have that alone time. When there's always friends around, that gets very clouded and just kind of pushed away because people act a lot different around their friends, and that's just a known fact. They're not gonna be who they really are. Especially guys, they tend to not be able to open up around their friends. So if you really want to get to know who that guy is as a person and really get like deep into his core, you really, really, really have to get him to be alone with you. All right, number 9. So number 9 is also having to do with the word friend, and that is being too friendly. Oh my god, you guys, I cannot stress this enough. No guy on the face of the earth, well, maybe some, but no guy wants a girl who is too friendly, and that's just point blank. And like, there's nothing wrong with being nice or anything like that. Of course, you need to be kind to people, but when a guy feels like any other guy can get at you and he can talk to you, he's not gonna want you, because it's like he doesn't feel like, oh, I had to work for her, she's not an easy person, like I really had to do something in order to get to her, you know? So being too friendly and being too playful and flirty with all different types of guys really is a turn off to men. It really, really is a turn off. They might still try to mess with you, but I promise you it won't be for the right reasons. So number 8 is going to be responding too quickly. Okay, this one is important because I'm sure you guys have all heard that guys like the chase, okay? If you guys have a mutual feeling for each other where you guys both know you like each other, but you're not really official yet, then this is like A1 advice right here. Perfect. Don't respond too quick to text. Maybe don't even respond to his calls right away. Like, miss a couple of them or miss one and then hit him back later, you know? Because when you respond too quick all the time, like, I understand if it's something urgent, but if you respond too quickly all the time, you make yourself seem too available. And to most guys, it's a turnoff because they don't want to feel like that at any time of the day ever you have nothing going on. They don't want a girl who literally has nothing going for her, and that is basically trying to leech off him. So if you're always available and you have nothing ever going on, it kind of gives off that vibe. So you want to make him kind of like work for your attention a little bit, but don't wait too long. And I know this is really confusing, but trust me, men are so confusing. But you want to make them wait so you don't seem too available, but you don't want to make them wait too long, because if you go days without talking to them like at all, of course they're just gonna feel like that you're not interested in them, so they're just gonna move on. Like, why am I gonna waste my time with someone who's not even showing me that they care enough to text me back when they have a free moment? Then you don't want to make yourself seem so nonchalant to the point where he doesn't matter. Like, it gives him the vibe that he doesn't matter to you. He's not important in your life. So those two things are really, really hard, but you really have to try to do them, especially if you're in that stage of, oh, I want him to like me. As for number 7, lying to impress. If you like a guy and you want a future with him, you want to see your guys' relationship take off, and you guys want to go for years and years, and whatever the case is, don't lie to impress him ever. That's a no. When you lie, you are sending him the message, just like if he lies, he's sending you the message that you're not worth the truth. The only thing that's really going to impress him is the stuff that is truly you. Because if you really think about it, lying to him at the beginning of a relationship is going to grab his attention. But what happens when he figures out, oh, she was lying to me? He's going to question himself and be like, what else did she lie to me about? Did she ever do this? Did she ever not do this? Like, and it just creates self-doubt within him. Like, oh, is this girl really the one for me? Just be yourself, honestly. And if he can't love you for you, then, you know, F him, you know? Like, not everyone's meant to be. So sometimes you just have to accept that. But lying is never the answer. It's never good. If you feel like you need to lie to him about something, that tells him that you're not proud enough of yourself and confident enough in yourself to think that he would like you for who you really are. And guys love confidence. Know that you're bad. You're a queen. Like, period. Number 6. This kind of ties in with number 8, with responding too quick. This one is freaking out when he is busy. Don't do this. When a guy is busy, it happens, okay? Everyone has a life. Every person has a life and things to do in their life. This is how we live. We can't spend all of our time with one person and trying to please one person all of our life. It's never gonna work that way. And trust me, I've had my fair share of realizations with this. When you really like somebody, of course you want to be around them 24/7, and you never want them to be like apart from you. But it just happens, you guys. You can't control them in their life. They have to go out and do stuff. And when you freak out when they're busy doing something, it sends a message that, once again, you're helpless. You have nothing else better to do in your life than worry about what he's doing. If I'm busy and someone keeps constantly blowing up my phone, that's gonna get annoying, and then it's gonna turn into an argument, because it's just like, stop, I'm doing something, I told you I was doing something, and just leave me alone until I'm done. On the receiving end, it comes off as super annoying, and you just come off as like helpless. Like, it's sad, you guys. They're probably sitting there next to their friends like, this girl keeps calling me and blowing up my phone. Like, find something else to do. Why do you care so much about what I'm doing? I told you what I was doing. Just find something else to do till I'm done. Dang. So please, you guys, if you want to keep a guy's interest, don't be too clingy and don't be too needy when it comes to stuff like that. He has stuff to do. I'm sure you guys have stuff to do too. So if he can't talk at the moment, let it be. Let it be. Number 5, okay? Number 5 is, don't stalk his exes. Oh my gosh. Girls, we are FBI agents in the house, okay? We know where we can always find dudes' exes. We know where they're located at, their first and last name, what city they was born in, what city they live in now, all that. We can find all that information out in like 20 minutes flat. We are the best. However, while it is, I would say, important sometimes to know, I would say don't be super like, oh, I'm gonna go on Instagram and stalk her. Like, I'm gonna go on Facebook and find her and then look at all her pictures all the time. It's really annoying, and it shows that you're really insecure about yourself. Like, I understand the wanting to know who his past is with and stuff like that, and that's perfectly fine. Sit down and have a conversation with them, no doubt. Figure out who these people are, and just like set boundaries, but don't go on there stalking them, and don't go starting problems with like his past. I understand ex-girlfriends can be very bitter sometimes, but if they're not harassing you, don't go trying to harass them and trying to make them mad and jealous and stuff, because it never works out for you. You really look stupid at the end of the day. Not to mention, it shows him that you're insecure about the girl he was with last, but yet you're here in the future. You're in his present, okay? You're the one he wants to be with, otherwise he wouldn't be with you. He'd be with her. So dwelling on his past is not only hurting your present, but it's also not fair to him, because you have a past too. I'm sure everyone has a past, and if we were all to sit there and hold you to your past, how would you feel about it? You know? If he's moved on, leave it alone, leave it in the past, okay? Number 4, changing too much of your life for him. This goes along with the chase part. Guys want to chase, and once they hooked you in and they've got you, there will be some guys, of course, there will be guys that are really dominant and really controlling, and they'll really, really, really try to change who you are as a person. Don't let them do that, because that's not fair to yourself, so don't do that. And then on the other hand, there will be times where a guy is very nonchalant and he doesn't really care what you do that often, and you feel like you need to change just to keep him. Still don't do that, because that's not only going to turn that type of guy off, because he liked you for you. He got with you for you. So if you change a lot about yourself thinking you're going to please him, you're changing too much. He's going to notice that, and he's going to think about that, like, well, I liked her this way, but now she's changing and acting all weird because I'm here, but like, that's not how I liked her. And when it comes to the other side, where guys are going to be controlling, oftentimes when guys are very controlling and they want to change you for certain things and certain reasons, and when you let that happen, you are being so unfair to yourself, because you were living your happiest, best life ever before he came into the picture, and you changing that is only hurting you, because you're giving him exactly what he wants, and now he knows that you'll listen to whatever he says. He can basically control you. So don't let yourself live a life of misery trying so hard to change things that you love, and things that you like doing in order to please him. If he's really the person for you, he will accept you for who you truly are and what you do. On to number 3. 3 is being too insecure and jealous. Okay, guys, spoiler alert, this one I had to learn the hard way. I was very insecure. I wasn't very confident in who I was. So I made many mistakes when it came to the insecure portion of this list, because I often compared myself to other girls that were in a guy's life that I liked. So it could be whether it's a friend, I would compare myself to her and be like, oh, I'm not as pretty as her, or I don't have what she has, I'm not old enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. But at the end of the day, if he's with you, he's with you. Trying to always gravitate his attention to someone else is only going to do that. When you constantly say, oh, what do you think, she's pretty? That's gonna make him notice what she really looks like. Oh, she might be really pretty, and then like, you're just gonna be more hurt, because you're doing it to yourself at the end of the day, because you're forcing him to think about her. If he does end up catching feelings for her, like, hey, can you really be mad you did it to yourself? You like steered him into her direction, you know? So Don't compare yourself to all these other girls that are around him. I've been there, done that. And it still happens sometimes, but I try really, really, really hard to remember that if he's with me, he's with me. You know, he's not with her, so there's no reason for me to feel bad because I'm the one that's laid up next to him at the end of the day. You feel me? Number 2, this one is also a pretty big one. This one only applies to certain types of people, but don't expect too much. Point blank, period. Don't expect too much. Not only will you hurt yourself, but you'll hurt that relationship because you're expecting a guy to do the absolute most for you, and then he may not have it like that, if you know what I mean. Like, when you're a gold digger, let's just call it like it is. When you're a gold digger and you're really with the guy for money and he figures that out, he's not gonna want to be with you. You see these like famous girls talking about, what kind of bag is that? What the fuck is that? That honestly irritates my soul. You should never, 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 never expect him to buy you anything, okay? You're not his child, okay? He doesn't have to take care of you. And of course, it's nice every once in a while when they do, but he doesn't have to. And so when he does do something nice for you, when you have that attitude and you're not humble about it and you're just like, what the hell is this? You honestly look so selfish and greedy, and that is such a big turnoff to all men. Not even to just men, but that's like a big turnoff to like me. Like, if a guy were to do that to me, I would honestly be like, what do you mean? Like, my money is my money, period. And end of story. My money is my money. I don't have to give you anything. But if I go out of my way to give you something and you talking about what is this, why didn't you get me something better? Run that back, Turbo. Who are you again? This was my money. What you mean? Like, I didn't have to get you shit. And you just look like a terrible person. You really do. And then you show that guy that you're really only there for the money. I understand if you are a strong boss woman and you got it like that and you can do it yourself, go ahead, boo, do your thing. But there's such a misconception in today's society that like men are supposed to spoil their girlfriends. And of course, it's nice, but it's not. It shouldn't be an expectation. It should not. If they worked hard for that money and they earned that money, then it's theirs, and you have no right to just assume that he's supposed to spend it on you. Don't be a gold digger. Don't expect too much from somebody, and don't be ungrateful for the things that you get, please. On to number 1. Number 1 on the list. Come here. This is serious business. Don't go through his phone. Did you hear me? Okay, good. Just checking. This, ladies, this is the hardest thing ever for us. It really is. I know it is. It's the hardest thing in the world because you always want to know who this man is talking to, and just like what he's doing and who he be around, you know what I'm saying? And with a lot of us ladies, and the rep that guys get is being like most often the cheaters in the relationship, a lot of us have trust issues. I understand. I completely am there with you guys. I understand. However, when it comes to going through a guy's phone, especially when he's giving you no reason to believe that he's doing wrong, you are creating problems. Come here, let me say that again. You are creating the problems. If you go through his phone and you happen to come across some messages from a long time ago, before you were even a thought in his mind, and you get mad and you bring it to his attention, how do you look? What is he supposed to say to defend himself? He can't, because it happened before you. Therefore, like, it's not like he did anything wrong. And I understand how we're feeling in the situation. It's just the fact that he talked to the girl in the first place. So it kind of makes you like, are you still talking to her? Like, if she were to hit you up right now, what would be the case? And I get it. Been there plenty of times. But, you know what they say. If you are dead set on finding something and you keep snooping, you're gonna find it. If you go through his phone dead set on trying to find some shit, you're gonna be mad. At the end of the day, no matter what, you're gonna find something to be mad at, because that's what you went in there to do, was to catch him doing something that you didn't like. So you went through everything until you found something you didn't like. And what did that do for you? You just caused a problem. You created an argument and you hurt yourself. Really, no one else is hurt at the end of the day but yourself. And you did it by taking his phone and going through it. And that is a hard pill to swallow. The hardest, because I was never that person to see that ever. But it's been explained to me one too many times, okay? And it finally rang true. You are hurting yourself. You really, really are. So just don't do it. All right. Thank you guys for watching. That is 10 things you should not do when you like a guy or are in a relationship with a guy. Let me know how you guys felt about this list, and if there was anything I missed or should take out. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Thank you. All right. See you guys on the flip side. Peace.